Today I'm going to share my interview presentation, a conversation with Tiffany Co HR. I interviewed the HR manager of Tiffany Co during the corporate visit. She shared her insights on the company, her career path, and what Tiffany looks for in potential talents. In this presentation, I will summarize the key points of our conversation. Before I begin, let me walk you through today's presentation. First, I'll start by introducing the background of the interviewee. Then, I'll move on to her journey with Tiffany. Next, we'll look at what makes Tiffany unique in the luxury industry, followed by how the company strikes a balance between tradition and innovation. After that, I'll share the key qualities she believes are essential for working in this field. And finally, I'll wrap up with her advice for students like us who are passionate about fashion and luxury. Let's get started. Let me begin with the background of my interviewee, Cheryl Chan. She is currently the Human Resources Manager at Tiffany Co. Taiwan and has over 15 years of experience in HR. Her career spans across consulting firms, tech companies, and luxury fashion houses. She has previously worked at Richmond, Christian Dior, PwC Taiwan, Kantar, and Silicon Motion. Her specialties include people development, branding, and fostering organizational culture in both international corporations and luxury groups. Her cross-industry experience makes her insights especially rich. She understands both the operational logic of large firms and the creative soul of luxury brands. What inspired her to join Tiffany? She shared that she had always admired how the brand balances heritage and innovation. To her, Tiffany is not a rigid brand bound by its long history, but a living one that continues to evolve with time. She said what really drew her in was the freedom to explore and the openness of the company culture. She described Tiffany using meaningful words: love, warmth, freedom, and inclusiveness. These values are not just slogans, but are deeply embedded in the company's DNA. From how the team communicates to how decisions are made, she emphasized how much she appreciated the inclusiveness of the workplace. She said, "You don't need to pretend. We want real people, and we respect differences." She also mentioned that Tiffany trusts its people. Everyone is given space to create and take initiative. That sense of ownership keeps her excited every day. Tiffany stands out in the luxury world because of its American heritage. Unlike many European brands, Tiffany doesn't carry royal legacy or heavy tradition. This allows for more creative freedom and quicker adaptation. She said, "As an American brand, we're more relaxed in structure, and we focus a lot on collaboration. That gives us more flexibility to experiment." She believes Tiffany's biggest strength lies in its ability to connect deeply with people, whether through its iconic designs or evolving campaigns. Tiffany stays emotionally resonant. "We don't just sell jewelry, we sell meaning, symbols of love and self expression." Now, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to Tiffany's prominent history. The first image shows the opening of Tiffany's flagship store in 1940, located on the corner of 57th Street and 5th Avenue. This iconic location helped shape the area into one of New York's most luxurious shopping destinations. The second image features Tiffany's legendary yellow diamond. In 1877, Charles Louis Tiffany acquired a 200 87.42 carat fancy yellow diamond. A year later, it was cut into a 128.54 carat masterpiece and named the Tiffany diamond. Even today, it remains one of the largest and most exquisite yellow diamonds in the world. The third image comes from the 1961 film Breakfast at Tiffany's, starring Audrey Hepburn. It was the first movie ever filmed inside the Tiffany flagship store and quickly became a timeless Hollywood classic. Finally, the last image shows the Great Seal of United States, which was redesigned by Tiffany in 1885. Today, that design appears on the back of the US $1 bill, meaning we all carry a little piece of Tiffany in our wallets. One of the things she talked about in detail was how Tiffany manages to honor tradition while embracing change. Classic collections like the Tiffany setting or the tea collection are constantly being reimagined. For example, the Icon series adds a fresh twist to traditional elements. Internally, employees are encouraged to change the status quo and bring in new ideas. She shared that Tiffany fosters a culture of curiosity. We're encouraged to think differently, to push boundaries, and to make our mark. Even as HR, I get to participate in shaping how the brand grows. She emphasized that tradition and innovation are not opposites at Tiffany, they go hand in hand. When I asked what qualities are important for working in the luxury or branding field, she highlighted soft skills over technical ones. Empathy, communication, and openness are what matter most. She said, you have to be able to read the room. Sometimes people won't say what they feel directly, but their tone and posture will tell you everything. She added that it's also important to be proactive and resilient, especially when managing people. There's no perfect formula. You learn through interacting, adjusting, and reflecting. Her advice to students like us was warm and encouraging. She said that it's okay to be unsure about your future. What matters is that you take the first step. Explore different industries, talk to different people, and reflect on what energizes you. That's how you find your path. She also encouraged us to be ourselves. She said companies aren't looking for perfect resumes, they're looking for personality, they're looking for passion. This interview reminded me that behind every brand are real people, people who bring values to life through their actions. The HR manager's warmth, sincerity, and honesty gave me a clearer picture of what it means to work in luxury. Thank you for listening, and I hope this presentation offered you a glimpse into the heart of Tiffany & Co.